Good morning. Good morning. Saturday morning, April 19th. I always like to check. All right. How was your week, guys? How was your week? Get going live over here. Yeah. Coming out guns a-blazing today. Wearing my Schofield Sports Performance hat. Switching it up a little bit. I just like telling you guys about things that I like and things that have worked for me. And Stan's been a great dude for me and a good friend, and somebody that I turn to when I have challenges, things of that nature. So they're located. Schofield Sports Performance is located. I think it's 15 Lund Road in Saco, Maine, and I've worked out there before. Worked out there for a long time. Actually, kind of a legend. I have my own nickname there, everything. So, kidding. Had a lot of good times there. But if you're local and you're in Southern Maine, check out Schofield Sports Performance. I just put the link in the chat, and I like promoting people that are doing a good job, doing good things, and that align with my mission, which is just helping as many people as I can. So, how was your week, guys? Pop it in the chat, 1 to 10. Wendy's here. Matt Blood and Lucas McGee are here. If you haven't checked out the pod, we kind of did a pop-up live cast, podcast, kind of a live one yesterday. Not kind of, we were live. We got a hold of Steve Rosenberg, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to jump on. Let's do it. So we got a chance to just shoot the shit informally and talk about. You guys have heard me mention him a lot. And I wanted to allow you to just kind of get to meet him and know him a little bit better. And I'll be going down to his place in May. We will be going down to his place in May to participate in what he calls his ground school event. So if you want more information on Steve or his programs, those are in the chat as well. Touring Man is here, doing excellent, he said. Nice to listen to a professional like you as much as possible. I'm also on my way to becoming a contractor. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. No, I'm just kidding. Anything I can do to help you out, let me know. You see the call link every day and every week. So anytime I can help you, let me know. No, you have to do a lot more than that to get Steve mad at you. Are you talking about that mustache crack? Wait a minute. That didn't come out right. Good morning, Matt Moore. How are you? Roy Dahl coming in for a 9. Screaming in hot. Good to see you guys. I got my Go High level pullover on today. You know, I'm in that funny stage of pulling stuff out of the closet to see if it fits. So I've shrunken into this, and I put this on a few weeks ago. Looked like something. You know, I put it this way. I took it off as quickly as I put it on. And put it right back where I found it. So, but we're getting there. I'm not hopping on the scales until May 1st, but we're going hard in the paint, we're getting after it. Yesterday, what did we walk yesterday? 6 miles, Wendy. Good 6-mile walk. And she's wrapping up 12 weeks of recovery. So recovery, hasn't had a drink. No, she's hip replacement surgery. So for those of you that are just tuning in, so she's recovering well, getting the gait dialed in. So happy Saturday morning to you guys. Peter Christensen locking down the middle part of the state for us today at a 10.1. Good to see you, my friend. 6.1 miles according to my Garmin Phoenix. She's got the Apple Watch, so we're going to go with the Garmin. So 6.1. We almost had to walk around the cul-de-sac to make it a 10K, but good enough. We'll take it. Good morning, Coach. Just got off a role play with Peter Christian. Hey, how'd he do, Mark? I want to know. Did you tune him up? So you guys that are listening, some of these guys are doing like sales role play. They're contractor dudes, and they work on their game on the phone behind the scenes. One plays contractor, one plays customer, and they work at their sales game. So Jason Rector, speaking of contractors, checking in with a 9.5 down in Ocala, Florida. Jason, just take a wild guess on what the high temp might be here today? And I had to double check when I asked AL EXA. I can't say her name or she'll start talking to me. Yeah, Wendy will get to you earlier. Well, she'll get to you today, Peter. Get you scheduled with get you on my schedule. So, but yeah, Bunker, how did he do? Just post it. Let everybody know. He was terrible. No. Good morning, Dave Brackett. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, what's everybody up to today? Putting the coffee right to me in good shape. Liking it. We pivoted from the French roast to the breakfast blend. Wendy must have got a stool from somewhere, but she got that stuff up out of the up over the fridge. He did not bad at all. That's good. Excellent. Glad to hear it. 63 on the sleep score last night. Not so great, but yeah, I'm right with you, Dave. Stride for stride. 65 up there. I had to ask again. It says a high of 79 here today. I'm like, rainy, continued hot and shitty. But yeah, it's I had to do a double take. So yeah, flying back to the right coast today. You got that right. Ooh, no offense to Carmen or anybody else that jumps on from the West Coast. Going for a 2-hour bike ride, Dave. Be careful. All right. I don't need you to get run over again. So yeah, hot down there. Stay cool. Yeah, 79. I'll believe it when I see it. But she's warm right now. I want to tell you. So hey, whatever. We'll take it. It seems like it switches, right? And then everybody gets a cold. So anyway, good to see you guys. We are live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So on the shorts today. Hope it's not a mistake. I put the shorts on yesterday, Mark, and if I can find it, I took a picture of those Casper white legs. I was out on the porch just browning right up, baby. I think I got a tan. Unfortunately, my family was not blessed with those genes. So we have two states, white and then burnt. That's it. We kind of fluctuate. And we try to take care of it. So yeah, we got to be careful. And you get to this age, they start, taking a good look at your skin. So you got to be careful. So Brackett, Scottish. How do you know, Brackett? You don't know. You junkyard dog. You got to do that 23andMe testing. All right. Well, Dave, I think you'll like this topic today. I want to talk about rest. Now, don't laugh. I do rest occasionally. But rest is a weapon. Think about it. Recovery is part of the performance plan. My mother, she must be right if my mother told you were Scottish. Scottish. Is that the one where they wear the kilts, or is that Irish, or both? Yeah. So let's talk about strategic recovery today, right? This past several days, this is day 6 on our performance habit series. We've been talking all about how high performers operate, what they do, how they get through the day. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Yes, those words have come out of my mouth. Oh no, I said that. Yeah, right. But guys, high performers don't burn out. They just cycle between intense focus and intentional recovery. Okay, they know how to rest, and they know that rest isn't a weakness. It's a multiplier. Rest done right doesn't slow you down, makes you sharper, stronger, and more sustainable. Good morning, Josh Baker and Dave Howard. Good to see you guys. We're talking about rest and recovery today. My friend Lisa gets after me a lot because of my sleep and my coffee and all my stuff. She gets mad if I drink an energy drink, but we love her. So if you feel like you're constantly running on fumes, it's not because you're weak. It's because you're just under recovered. So find a metric, find a way to track it. Okay. Most people don't need more hustle. They just need more recovery built into their plan. When we used to train for Ironman, I would put 7 days of training on the plan, but I would be okay with missing a day here or there and listen to my body and say, well, okay, today I don't have it. I've got to rest today. And same for you guys like Dave. Dave Howard and Dave Brackett, guys that have been runners and trained for marathons and things like that. You know, you got to build that rest in. Nobody's won at cheating. Father time, I think, over time with regard to rest. I've seen some high level athletes do it, and they all crash at some point, myself included. So, but the more rest you build into the plan, the better off you're going to be. We're going to shift gears a little bit today, not to slow down though, okay, but just to last longer, go harder and lead better. All right, this stuff all bleeds into your business life and your work life as well. Ship breaks down, Dave said. Yeah, and I don't see anybody on here under 25, so I know I'm talking to all of you guys. You don't get stronger in the gym. You get stronger in recovery. So most burnout is self-inflicted. Here are a few ways, right? No boundaries between work and life. Guilt around slowing down. Not honoring mental or emotional fatigue. Been there, done that. Yep. And resting only after hitting the wall. Like, oh, I need a break. I got to catch up on my sleep. You don't catch up on your sleep. You can get more rested. But once it's gone, in my opinion. High performers plan recovery before it's forced on them. Jason says, sleep, vitamins, the correct vitamins. Water, yep. Mark says, I call myself vintage. Yeah. In the words of the great Waylon Jennings, if I'd known I was going to live this long, I'd have taken better care of myself. Right? Well, treat your body like a temple, not an amusement park. Alex Redmond is here. You feel like you let someone down when you take a break. Yeah, but you really kind of let you down when you don't, right? So because if you're running red like that, or as I always say, like going hard in the paint, you know, and it's okay to do that for a while. You have to take a break. When you're running like that, you're beating yourself up, and I always say you're on the clock. The juice is running, and there's going to be a time where it's just, you know, I can tell you from doing long endurance stuff that the body is going to take care of itself. And what it'll do, here's I know this to be true. In an endurance race, when it's had enough, it's going to give you a shot at what I call a shot across the bow. In my experience, that has been a sharp leg cramp to the left quad, or the adductor or abductor, or what have you. A little bit of oh, hey, I'm here. I'm just letting you know. If you keep going, I'm going to take some drastic measures. And in one of my races, that drastic measures was my legs didn't work for a while, and I had to lay down in the middle of the street in Anchorage, Alaska, and watch Mike Matheson just laugh at me for a while because I needed some salt. It will cut the legs out from under you quite literally at first. Body's going to protect the brain, right? Then it's going to shut down. Then it's just going to go. I think I crossed a marathon finish line like this with my arm up around my ear one time, just because I was just messed up and just continuing to go. The body will win, though. The body is going to protect the brain and everything else, and it is going to shut you down in one way or another. Stress comes out in funny ways, guys. Okay, funny ways, whether it's keeping weight on, unable to lose weight, how you respond to people in stressful situations, or dealing with adversity, or any of that kind of stuff, or how you make people feel, all of it, just your general aura. Okay. So here's some recovery types, since we're talking about it, because they matter. How about just plain physical recovery? Sleep quality, right? I'm working on that hard. You guys know I talk about it every day. Been taking some magnesium at night just before bed, wearing the mask, hate that thing. But I got 3.5 hours with it last night. So I'm stacking up some nights with some more time of really good breathing. I think my quality of sleep is coming. Only got a 63 last night, but that's because I woke up at 4 a.m. and just couldn't get back to sleep. I tried, but had I stayed in bed probably until 6, that number probably would be a 78 or 9. How accurate and how good that is, I'm not sure, but I wear the Garmin Phoenix as well, and have tracked it with that, and it stays right in lockstep with the Oura Ring metrics. So just something to pay attention to. The other type of recovery is one of the others is mental downtime from problem solving, right? Not always being on. Okay. And how about maybe just a little bit of journaling, or just brain dumping, or idea dumping, and clearing your head, Maybe on a weekend, hop into the woodshed, so to speak, and just brain dump, get everything out. And you would be surprised. Write it down. I don't care if you crumple it up and throw it in the trash, but get it out. And then some time, I'll call it no input time. None of this stuff with the phone or the Netflix or the, something going on. Fox News, CNN, whatever your pleasure, podcasts, whatever. The first thing I do when I go out for a walk, I'm like digging for my AirPods and a podcast, or geez, when's the last time I talked to Dave, or I'll give my dad a call, whatever, right? God forbid I take a walk and not have any kind of stimulus, right? So Alex says yard work works for me. Disassociate work on the yard. Yeah. And that's the thing, is like, know what works for you. For me, probably the best thing, two things: hiking, being in the woods, and even better, leading a group in the woods doing a hike, or playing my guitar at a medium level. So just having fun with it, not caring what it sounds. Yeah, Josh Baker, put it in the shredder like we did at the event. Absolutely. So the other one's emotional recovery, time with loved ones, right? Spending time, giving of yourself, laughing, play, whatever, games, joy, things with the family, maybe therapy, right? Coaching, getting some coaching, self-reflection, maybe just taking a minute and saying, well, hey, what are my blind spots and what is it about me that I'm not seeing? So last one is spiritual recovery. That's my time. My time in nature is that, or like I said, playing the guitar. It could be emotional as well. So if you pray. If you meditate. If you want to just be silent, be silent. Yeah, let the mind work, Josh says. Reconnect with your purpose and your values. Read down through your core values. Why are you doing what you're doing? Be present, Josh says. Yeah. We've got 18 people on here now. It's been funny. Wendy and I joke. 19. I've never hit 20, so maybe today will be the day. I don't know, no significance of that. So how do you build the recovery into your life without falling off, right? We don't want anybody getting ahead. I would never take a day off from triathlon training because, Dave might beat me at the race next week. Wrong. Okay. 3 kinds of rest: micro, mini, and macro. So the micro rest, the daily moments, just those walks. I'm not talking about a walk for a workout, just a walk, just a stroll, coffee, outside. I like to take a nap out on the patio when I get the furniture out there, chilling out, laying in the sun, whatever. I say laying in the sun, I mean like a spring day when it's cool and you're wearing a black sweatshirt, and the sun's beating on your face. I like that for me. And then some mini rest, like weekly time blocks. Hey, if you just take time off, whether it's due to your religious beliefs or whatever, or maybe it's a tech-free night where you just don't mess with the phone, or you do a half-day recharge, right? Wendy and I went out and rode the fat bikes the other day, on Monday, because we had time on Monday. We didn't have time on the weekend because we were working on world domination. Okay. So, and then there's macro rest. So we got micro, mini, and macro. So macro rest is like monthly or quarterly resets, like a weekend trip. For us, it's going to camp, 24-hour unplug, just strategic time off, stuff that's planned. Okay. Discipline isn't just pushing hard. It's knowing when to pull back. Okay. We talked discipline this week. Here's a bonus prompt for Chat GPT. Try this because now you guys are Chat GPT experts, right? Chat GPT, give me a 7-day recovery plan for a busy entrepreneur who needs to recharge without stepping away from the business. Bang. See what it spits out, right? So you guys know I always give you an action step. Design your own recovery rhythm. See what works. Choose a micro rest moment to build into each day. For example, a walk. There we are at 20. First time ever. Bang. Thanks for showing up. How about a 15-minute walk or a no phone lunch? How many times do you sit down at lunch and you're like, zing, 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 zing? I've done it. I do it. I got to stop. So, or maybe, how about just maybe a quiet cup of coffee? And then just pick one mini rest thing that you'll do and protect this week. Maybe it's, Sunday afternoon tech free, or a Saturday hike, something like that. Schedule it. Don't wait. Don't wait till you feel burned out. Oh, I need a break. Jeez, I can't spin a thread here. I don't know what's wrong. Feeling down. Nothing works. I'm putting on weight, right? You've heard me say all of these things, guys. So again, when I sit down here and talk to you guys and flap my gums about things. It doesn't come from a place of me saying that I'm an expert or looking down on anybody. If I ever look down, it's only to help you out, right? And that maybe I know something you don't, or have made a mistake you haven't made yet. So Wendy says, it is said that a warm shower can reset an anxious or depressed mind, or just when you're feeling stuck, negative or just yucky. Yeah, absolutely. Andrew Blackwell is here. Good to see you. You must have been number 20. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Jason Rector. Yeah. Straight fire. Good morning, Michelle Bunker. Watch out, Mark. She's here. She's watching us. Welcome. Glad to see you and glad to have you here. And if you're just showing up, guys, I can sum it up with this, the whole talk. You can't pour from an empty cup. And I talk a lot about finding your edge. When your edge gets dull, you don't stop. You have to stop to sharpen it, okay? You got to stop and sharpen that edge. Keep it sharp. Recovery isn't lazy. You're not falling behind. It's not lazy. It's leadership. Think about it that way. You hear me say a lot, hey, working on yourself is not selfish. It's selfless. So think about that with recovery. It's not, you're not falling behind. You're not taking a break. It's leadership. You're building a better beast, so to speak. Yeah. Mark said, hey, you guys stacked the deck on me. Told her you needed 20. Sign on, woman. We're at 21 now. Appreciate you guys. Yeah. Oh, man. Damn. You mad at him, Robert? Guys, if this was helpful today, give me a fist pump in the chat, and I would ask you to share it, okay? Share it. And Michelle, Mark, all of you guys that shared it, like a bunch of you guys shared it yesterday. Josh Baker shares it out for me. Matt Moore, I think. Dave Brackett's always sharing it out. Appreciate you guys. Peter Christensen shares it all the time. Michael Herron, you guys are sharing it. I appreciate you. Matt Tolman. Where is Tolman? Somebody check on him. He's probably throwing roundhouses at a speed bag or something. But yeah, guys, have a great Saturday. I'm glad you popped in. Super pumped that we cracked it over 20. We hit a new threshold today. That and $7 will get you a cup of coffee down to Starbucks. But check out some of those links that I put in here. I also am going to put one in here for my daughter's social media, because it's a great platform to be able to do it. And it's my show. So I want to add this. And she has a business called 21 Digital. So if you're struggling with your social media, hey, if you're great at creating the content or shooting the videos, and maybe you just want to upload it to a Google Drive and walk away, hit Bailey's Instagram up at 21 Digital. It's in the link. Check her out. She signed 3 new clients this week. So great week. Super proud of her. And she's been grinding. You know, we talk a lot. Dad, I don't know. I got this person won't get back to me. This person won't get back. I said, just keep going. Keep trying. Do the cold outreach. Do the thing. And keep trying to connect with people, because when you have something somebody wants, and like Steve said on my live yesterday, if someone has a problem and you have a solution and they don't buy from you, it's your fault, right? You're not selling it right. So not to get into a whole bunch of sales stuff, but also I just cut and pasted Tyler Kirk's Legacy Media link in there as well. And I'm working with Tyler. He's building out my Go High level for me. So we're going to have a website. We're going to have CRM. We're going to have all the stuff. We might end up doing some stuff community-wise in there. So lots of changes. He sent me more pages of the website the other day. So these guys, they're doing a fantastic job, he and his team. So if you're struggling with digital media, branding, what to do, what direct, you've got something new you're creating, or you don't know, you got all this stuff. Like I had podcast, live, blog, daily, all the stuff, one-on-one coaching, Peak, Edge, Summit, School, Facebook free group, all the stuff, putting it in a pile and getting it going down the road in a solid direction. Okay. Steve's video that he and I did yesterday lives on YouTube. And I also I'll give you guys a link to the Summit podcast. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you do that. Get on YouTube and follow subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. I have 257 subscribers. I'd like to hit 260, and I'm somewhere just over 98,000 views in 11 years. Matt Moore's on here. He got 132,000 views on one video. So I'm working at it. So just staying top of mind and staying out there. And you never know where you're going to connect with people. And some of you guys I see messing around with the Facebook ads game. And a good friend of mine named Jacob Salem can help you with that. Okay, guys, none of these guys pay me. All right. They're just people that I like that do good things. So they're people that I've interacted and done business with that do good things. Okay. So I don't have any sponsors other than people giving me cool shit and I like to wear it. And people that are aligned with my mission as well. So check it out. Check Jacob Salem out. He helps me with Facebook ads. He can help you. He can also get you connected with Go High Level and courses and all that stuff if that's your game. So, and he's a great dude. So he's helped me out. He's helped Bubba Hogan out a lot. So guys, I appreciate you. It's been a great Saturday morning so far. Time for another cup of coffee. We're going to figure out what's happening today. Probably a little bit of world domination. It's going to be kind of overcast. It's going to be warm out. Do something like that. And then Wendy and I are going to do a little bit of recovery. So hanging out and just enjoying one another and taking some time today. So thank you for posting the winks, Wendy. I appreciate it. I love you. And thanks for those wonderful eggs this morning. She cooked me breakfast. We're getting there. Just to go over to the stove and act a little stupid. I don't know how this works. No, just kidding. She treats me well. So get to marry her on August 16th too. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it. Appreciate you all. Thank you all for showing up. It's pretty cool. We've been doing this. So let it be said that day 100 and I don't know, 14, 13, 12, something like that. I have to count. We hit over 20 people on the call. So anyway, guys, thanks. Go forth and conquer. Be good to one another. And hey, there's 104 weekend days in a year. Okay, why can't you grab part of one of them to move the needle a little bit, business-wise and personal-wise? But don't forget that recovery. All right, and remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. All right, see you guys. Appreciate it. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow at 8. Later.